The good life, full of fun, seems to
Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another exciting day in my kitchen. Well, obviously not. My cuisine is a few feet over to the side, but I wanted to give you guys just a quick glimpse of the view off the terrace here. So we are in Vico del Gargano. That's the Adriatic Sea. You got the blue is the blue and the sky and the greens, and you're gonna see all our hills here and olive trees, which are just beautiful. We got lemon trees and lime trees and grapevines, and that's Cananella Beach. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I thought of doing a disservice if I didn't get out on this beautiful, gorgeous, bright, sunny day and just show you a little bit of this region of Italy, which is ancient and beautiful, and it's filled with the most beautiful people, and it's calm and tranquil, and just the most beautiful food. And it's such an honor to spend a few minutes with you today, just to share my home to you here out in Vico del Gargano. So we're going to leave this beautiful view and we're going to head into the cucina and we're going to start making some fried spaghetti. Talk to you guys in a minute. All right guys, back to work. Serious stuff in the cucina. What do you say? We're going to make some fried spaghetti. Such a great recipe. It's simple, it's easy, it's fast. It is literally leftover king. So traditionally what we would have in our family, and it wasn't always spaghetti, but we would have linguine, fettuccine. Something was always left over. So typically it was on a plate like this. My mom or dad would throw it in the refrigerator. It'd have saran wrap over it, and it would be our leftover pasta. Sometimes it would have marinara sauce on it, not to worry. We'll talk about that really quick. But what do you do, and what's a phenomenal way to eat that spaghetti that just takes it up a notch so it doesn't even taste like a leftover? So a couple of things. One, if you got it in the refrigerator and you notice sometimes maybe it's been in there a few days, you didn't seal it right, and it gets a little bit, if you will, dried or crunchy, no problem. Get the boiling water going, pop it in there for 3 to 5 minutes, and what it'll do is it'll rehydrate the pasta, recook it. So that's one thing to do. Maybe you got marinara sauce on there, some tomato pomodoro sauce, and you want to get rid of it, right? No problem. Stick it right in the water again, and you'll basically rinse off the marinara, and then you can use it that way. If not, leave the marinara on, and you're still going to fry it right in the pot. No problem. So all of those situations, no issue. We've done it every single way. Every way comes out great. Traditionally in our household, we wouldn't put sauce on until we put the pasta on our plates. I've got a pound of pasta, cooked and chilled. Now what I recommend you do, you can put it in there cold, but pull it out of the refrigerator. And it doesn't have to get to room temp, but let it, if you will, just warm up just a bit, okay? So it's not really cold right out of the refrigerator. We're gonna use some pepperoncini. Now I've got some dried ones here. I can get the fresh ones. We like the hot. So I like to add, with a pound, I'll add about 6 or 7 of the dried pepperoncini. We're gonna crush that up a little bit more, and we're gonna add that. That just adds that extra kick, that punch to it. Absolutely delicious. We're gonna add 3 cloves of garlic. Oh, I mean, just right here from Italy, just fantastic. Got some Italian parsley here, and that again is gonna add flavor because that's gonna be it's gonna be an herb, not just a decoration. Peppery, it's got citrus, and it's got a grassy flavor. So parsley, often overlooked, but phenomenal herb for the kitchen. Certainly we got some Parmesan Reggiano. Oh man, that is, I mean, I could just eat that whole thing, right? We've got our salt, we're just gonna grate a little bit over the top. I've got salt, freshly ground pepper, absolutely phenomenal. Got a plugger olive oil. So as you know, we're on an olive oil grove. We make our own olive oil right from the Puglia region. It's called Vito and Joe's olive oil. Italian olives only, pressed within a day of picking. So the oleic acid content is phenomenal. It is probably some of the best olive oil, if I could say the best olive oil you'll ever have. It's grassy, earthy, peppery, and it's right here from Puglia. The best olive oil in the world comes right here from Puglia. So you can go right on our website, Cooking Italian with Joe. You can go on our Facebook, grab yourself a bottle, or you can go right on Amazon. And I call it a trip to Italy right in a bottle. The first thing I want to do here essentially, in very little prep work, I just want to prep my garlic, okay? So what I'm going to do here, as I showed you guys, I'm just going to reach across the counter. I'm going to put that knife across, give it a shot, right? And I'm going to peel that garlic. We just want to slice it nice and thin. So ideally you want to just give it, see that nice little thin? There's a dish in Italian, it's called aglio e olio. And that's basically garlic and olive oil. And this is similar to that, but we're gonna use a little bit more heat on that pasta. Second thing I want to get going is my pepperoncini. So I've got some dried pepperoncinis here, okay? And let me tell you, these puppies are hot. So just watch it after with your fingers, and you're just gonna cut them up here a little bit. And remember, it's your seeds that give you the most amount of heat. This is simple and easy. So my mother, my mama, my padre, right? They would typically just take the pot that you could cook pasta in. Now you can use a cast iron or whatever, but what's nice about this is the sides are really high and it's easy to fry the pasta in, and it makes life simple and easy. So we're gonna need to add some olive oil. So I got Vito and Joe's. Did I plug that already? I'll tell you what really helps in making phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal, fried pasta, fried spaghetti, is if you subscribe to our channel. So if you guys were to click right down over here on the left hand side, you hit that little button, takes you a second, you're gonna get videos, you're gonna get recipes. Anytime we pop something out there, you'll get an alert. If you don't like the recipe, you just delete it. It's absolutely fantastic. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, certainly as a fan. Okay, so I've got about 1/4 of a cup of olive oil per pound, okay? Now I'm gonna get my stove going, and with the oil kind of cool, I'm gonna throw my garlic in. The smell of this just brings back so many memories of my mom's kitchen. Now I don't want to fry this to the point where it's like black, because garlic will get bitter if you overcook it. But I want to get it, I mean, just at the beginning of a brown. Garlic's right on the verge of browning. I'm going to throw in my hot pepper. And I want to put it in there not to fry it, but I want to get those oils released from the hot pepper. Now that the garlic's almost cooked, give it a quick stir. And now I'm going to throw my pasta in. So I'm going to literally just throw it right in there. Oh, that's good. I'm going to turn the heat way down. The oil's already hot. So I've got my heat just below medium. And the oil's fully distributed amongst the pasta here. Now you can use, like I said, any pasta. Now I want the oil to stay really hot, and I want it to fry. I want it to cook the outside of the pasta. Now my mother and father would always get a little crisp on some of the pasta. So we're not looking for the whole pasta to be crispy, but I want some crisp on the pasta. Okay guys, it's been only a few minutes. We're done. I want to put my pepper in, and I'm probably going to use a good teaspoon or so of pepper, fresh ground. I'm going to use some salt, about 1/2 of a teaspoon. I'm going to take 2/3 of my parsley that I chopped and give it a nice stir in there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that oil and that garlic and my parsley, my pepperoncini. You got anything stuffed at the bottom? That's what I like. I like that crunch. Beautiful. Next, give it some cheese. So I got this block of Parmesan. So on family style, I'm going to hit it with some Parmesan for the table, and then when I plate each individually, you have a little dish, and then I just got the leftover parsley, and I'm just going to give it a final little dressing. Oh, I'm telling you what, man, that's Mom's kitchen. So I'm going to take a nice hunk. What I like about that, I got that crunch right on the top. Oh, that is beautiful, perfect. Let me set that over there. Again, got to hit it with a little bit of that Parmesan. You can't have enough of that. My goal is to finish that brick while I'm here in Italy. I know you guys have faith in me. What's grabbing right there immediately is the garlic, and then you're getting kicked a little bit with the parsley, and then the Parmesan, and then obviously the olive oil. Wow. The cheese, the parsley, the garlic, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. The pasta is delicious. Buono, molto buono. And then just what's beautiful on the, with me, the heat, I like just a little bit of the heat on the background. I don't like it to really overpower. So again, using 6 to 7 small dried pepperoncinis for about 1 pound of pasta for me is perfect. So just to give you a guide. Brings me right to my mom's kitchen. I feel like I'm standing right next to her. The smell in here in the kitchen, the flavor of that, boy, that is absolutely perfect. Guys, thanks so much for joining me for a phenomenal recipe. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel. Love to have you as a fan, certainly as a subscriber. Grab yourself a bottle of olive oil on our website or Facebook or right on Amazon, Vito and Joe's Olive Oil. Celebrate your heritage, set some new traditions. Guys, until next week, bon appetito.
Fun seems to be the ideal.